Hi everyone, this is Team 15 and the name of our project application is GrocerEase, and which you would have inferred that it stands for Grocery Made Easy. So right in front of you, this is the home page of our application. At the top are the product categories. Suppose right now we select the category milk within the main category dairy, and now as you can see that all the products present in the database, or I must say on the Fuseki server, pertaining to this category are fetched. Now you have this facility of dynamically filtering out the content based on the search term. Suppose we now want to filter the products based on the store, so you can do so. You want to do so by the name of a particular brand, say Carnation, which is present here. You can do that also. Alongside the products displayed, we have a nutritional information of that product category, that is milk, and these nutritional value are per 100 gram of that category which we have selected here. So similarly we could select any category and we could do all this basic filtering to any category we search. Now let's look at the stores page. As visible here, this page displays all the stores of a particular selection we have made in the locations of Tempe and the regions nearby. Now if you select a particular store, it displays the address of that store, and now you get the option to see the nearby places around the store. On clicking this button nearby places, you are presented with a set of values which are basically the point of interest names alongside this location. Now you want to look for banks near this selected store. You are able to look up using the dynamic filtering facility. Currently we have implemented this feature for 5 of the categories, namely restaurant, cafe, bakery, hospitals, banks, and so on. Now talking about the code which we have done in making this application. So this is the HTML page. That is the home page of our application. These here are the static content which is present to us, like the menu and sub-menu options. Now when the user clicks on a particular category or subcategory, the populate event function is called. That is defined in the home controller file, which is basically a JavaScript file that has been written in AngularJS. Now this populate data function calls to this function create get query, which creates the query dynamically. By dynamically I mean that when the user selects a category, that category is passed to this function, this query is created, and using the get method fire this query and we get the results in the variable called names. Now back in the HTML page where we have defined the data for a table, using the ngRepeat function we iterate over the values in the variable names, and these values are then presented here, which are then displayed to us. Similar to home controller is the map controller function. Here we do all the things related to the map, such as when user selects the Safeway option, so all the stores related to Safeway are displayed, and when user selects a particular Safeway store, and the points of interest nearby to that store are fetched using the sparkle queries which are created dynamically again. So another major thing that we have done in this project, like I should say the major portion of this project has been devoted to data extraction from various sources, because we were not so lucky in getting the data sets which we required for our application. So right on the screen, this is the scraper which we have written for extracting the products data from Safeway website using Selenium WebDriver. So how this functions is, you provide a URL to this scraper that has been implemented in Python, and it visits that page, and you mention the tag names or the attribute or the class names of the feature you are looking to collect from that web page. It extracts an info and writes that into a CSV file. So another major thing which we had to do was collecting the data related to the stores. So for Walmart, we were able to do so using the Walmart API. We collected the address and latitude and longitude of the stores using their API. This is the code written in Python. And once we had that store coordinates, we were able to write another program in Python and able to provide the latitude and longitude values which we fetched earlier, and use Google Places API to extract all the points of interest around the store within a radius of 500 meters. Similarly, we were able to do so for Safeway stores. Last but not the least comes the nutritional information about the products. For that purpose, we use United States Department of Agriculture website that provides an API to fetch the required nutritional information. But again, that could not be done directly. For that, we required nutrients and their nutrient ID, and the food groups, or I must say the product categories and the product category IDs. For that, we write one program for extracting all the food groups and their ID, and another program for extracting the nutrients and the nutrient ID. So once we had that all that information, we refined our application for displaying particular set of nutrients, 6 or 7 or so, and limited the food categories to the ones which we were implementing in our application. So once we specified those, we again created a Python program that extracted the nutritional information based on the inputs we provided. So concluding, I would like to say that in terms of functionality, we have been able to successfully implement the functionalities that we intended to. So the only thing is lacking is in terms of user interface. It could have been made much better, but since we all were new to this field of AngularJS, so we found it a bit challenging to integrate HTML with AngularJS. But anyways, completing this project successfully, we have got a fair good idea of how to extract information using APIs, and how to build scrapers, and how to semantically integrate all the things that we have extracted. Thank you.